Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Idol Philippines Season 2 is here, dog.
With some of the coolest freaking judges this season. We
Moira.
Moira. Yes.
Gary Valenciano.
Sí,
Shout
señor.
out, brother.
Yes,
and Chito Miranda.
Chito Miranda
And
and,
then none
obviously
other
Regine
Regine
Velasquez. I mean, yes.
So a panel full of sharks. I think like they mentioned in the teaser, like Moira is the most streamed female artist in the Philippines. How mad is that?
That is insane.
So anyways, we're familiar with all of their work, so that's class. We kind of know their personalities. We've ever met one of them, which is class, Gary. And let's give it a watch. Look, this is probably the audition that's been sent to us the most.
Yes, I agree.
We'll have a little look. We'll obviously judge it ourselves, and then let's see what the judges have to say.
Her name is Kimberly Baculo. Baculo.
Baculo?
Baculo.
Culo means butt in Spanish.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Good.
You are so child sometimes. Oh. Isn't this Casey's song? Yes!
Yep.
Ha. She's 17.
Okay. Damn, she really encapsulated that whole idea of the KZ sound. That's nice. Because I think...
That's the cool thing about the Casey style, that is so recognizable that if you really embody, like if you really channel that, you could really find it.
Yep,
but you gotta be like a vessel.
If you wanna see KZ live, actually we're gonna see KZ live because we're going to the 1MX Festival. It's our first
festival.
It's our first live Filipino music industry concert, I guess, or festival. So that should be class. KZ's there, Bamboo's there, Darren's there.
Darren's Phantom.
Easy Meal's there.
Yes.
Sab's there. Bunch of people there. Anyways, go on.
So it's gonna be cool. That's on the July 30th if you're in London. So go ahead, check it out.
We'll be there, dog.
Okay.
You'll even get to meet some of the fam.
Oh. Wow.
Miércoles. Here's a fun fact. You can also use miércoles in Spanish to teach kids how not to swear. Because the word mierda means shit. But
Yes,
you can
it
teach it,
does.
miércoles, like that. That's how all the kids swear when they're a bit PG-13. Just a fun fact.
Oh my god. Okay, Regine looks absolutely freaking flawless. The fact that she's there just, living her best life. Kimberly is a machine.
Very good.
Kimberly's a machine.
Very good. So people are saying that she's probably the best auditionee yet. I haven't seen the other ones.
Very strong audition.
That's a very good audition. She's really. It's very hard to become that settled in that harsh of an environment. So good. Let's continue.
Yeah, correct.
She's tiny.
She's also 17.
Gary.
Also, this take of the song is actually kind of hard because Casey takes so many artistic liberties in
Yes.
like the whole sequence of the chord progression and where she wants to take the song and whatever, and it changes in every time she performs it live. So it's one of those they're very personal. They're very personal takes. It's like watching Yeba live, and you're trying to
Do a cover of
Yeba live, like a live version of that, and it's kind of like, okay, now you have to put your touch of yourself in there too, just to create a cohesive concept, because you're not a replica. You are showcasing certain influences, because at the end of the day you're trying to sell yourself.
Exactly. The only difficulty of this performance is that how can you twist such a personal piece to KZ in terms of the way she's personalized and people relate that song to her? How can you make that and sell the advantages that you may have? But she's doing a fairly good job of also adding uniqueness. Bless you, mate.
Hey, thank you.
It's the most bizarre sneeze I've ever witnessed in my life.
Gary is in.
She's awesome.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Very good.
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
doubt that she's awesome.
She's fantastic. And I love the dynamics of vocal texture that she's applying throughout the whole singing phrase. So you have really like cool breathy moments towards the ending of phrases, but you also use a lot of growl. She's also using growling into like a texturizing the whole singing phrase that could have been sung really cleanly, that could have been sung in a really nice and melodic way, but I think what's given it so much girth, what's given it so much flavor is the vocal dynamics and all her natural mannerisms seeping through. Again, she's 17, so if this is how she fit, like where she fits at, because this is her first impression, this is where they're gonna case her in. It's a very solid position to play around with, because you have she has displayed so many abilities that you can exploit in other genres.
Yeah, sure. I think also, fuck the other genres. Imagine just that with a live band. That's already a good enough performance to sell tickets. So
correct. I agree.
Sábado.
Isang linggong pag-ibig, bakit puso ko'y tinabig?
Jeez, what lengthy audition.
It is pretty good.
Ang damdamin mo, ang bilis ng iyong pagdating, pagalis mo sadyang kahit Palestine.
I also love how grounded she is into this piece.
Very.
She is like the fact that she's leaning forward and bending her knees. It's just a really good physical singer, and the bending of the knees is actually used to find more grounding whenever you feel uneasy. It's a good physical anchoring, and I think it comes really natural to her. It's not being taught.
I think it's also like a little hack, because it makes you feel like you're already an artist, because you can be a great singer, but there's something that comes with being a singer, which is performing, of course.
Yes.
And in this type of scenarios, I think what most people kind of go into is like, okay, I'm going to showcase my vocal ability. Very few of them, but ironically enough, the few that do are the ones that become memorable, go in there thinking this is not only an audition, but this is also a performance. So I have to have a decent balance of both. Yeah, I can't do backflips, I can't be too extra, but I can definitely add enough, what would you call it? Physical involvement to sell the idea that I'm also a performer. And imagine there was just a band behind me, some lights, I had a microphone in my hand, people were cheering my name, I'm good enough to sell tickets.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely one of the best auditions. I can't imagine many people top that.
I like that. Ooh, Gary's. Oh, he's so.
It's incredible, the amount of talent.
It's really good. This doesn't have any subtitles, so I'm a little bit sad about that.
Yes. I actually would love to have a chat with the guys from Capamilia, like the TFC, right? The Filipino channel, right? Because I think they would love to know how many people from all over the world that
actually
don't speak Tagalog watch.
But the thing is,
especially singing Filipino shows, because of the pedigree and the known meme that everyone there sings. Yeah.
But they do add English captions later on as the videos gain more traction or whatever, which I think it's clever, because a lot of work goes into making like the transcripts and whatever.
Of course.
But again, I think this is one of those auditions that you see the rough edges, but you see the potential that comes through so much more, and that is what is so exciting, and that's exactly what you want in a survival show.
I think also this would probably how old was Gary when he sort of broke into the scene? He was fairly young.
He was fairly young. I think he was just in the first year of university, so
18, 19.
However,
Bilanggit mo, sino ba ang kumanta nito originally?
Si Melda Papin.
Imelda Papin.
Yes.
Tapos,
KZ tong version na to.
Alam mo si KZ, champion din yan, ha?
Yeah.
Andun ako nung nanalo siya. Pero bakit itong kanta na to parang naging sayo? Parang ikaw ang original, no?
Hindi niya kinapi, no? Hindi niya...
So I would
Hey, I
imagine.
love Gary's little haircut.
Yeah,
It's like
he's vibing, bro.
it's
Can
like,
you imagine
yeah,
that guy's
he's
nearly about to
vibing.
hit 60
That's insane.
or pushing late 50s or not? He's
That
nearly
is-
he's contemporary to my father.
That is freaking madness.
Yeah,
man.
but I just think men of the past were built different.
They really were.
Yeah,
weren't they?
yeah, like that generation of my father and like Gary and stuff. Our father, sorry, I shouldn't say our. We came from the same pair of testicles.
Wow.
But what I was gonna say was, it's really interesting.
Such a horrendous way of explaining that.
It's really interesting because I think what he's alluring to, just with the tiny Tagalog that we know, is that
Every version is different, and she brought something original to the table.
but it's also quite difficult to try and do a cover for an audition to KZ because she is known as a champion. She's known for these songs. I'd imagine that's kind of what he said. but-
Yeah, that's what I'm catching.
But that she did a really good job of also bringing some Kimberly into the picture and showing, the panel that you can work with me. I will get only better.
Yeah.
I'm good enough, but I can only get better.
Yeah.
I wonder what. Obviously, it's always interesting to see what Regine has to say.
Ako kasi parang, grabe ka.
Grabe, wey!
Siyempre nasa Idol Philippines tayo.
Okay.
And
She feels she has a style?
tayo ng next idol, hindi tayo naghahanap ng next KZ.
Correct.
Diba?
Right, so they're looking.
Wow.
They're looking for a next idol. They're not looking for the next KZ.
That's right.
Because there's
maybe-
already a KZ.
Or maybe she's saying, I don't know.
Or maybe
See,
she's saying the
this
other way
is
around.
This is where I get confused.
It's just because the doom came in,
Tagalog.
so that wasn't like a.
My Tagalog is bad. So it isn't good enough yet. But hey, listen. We try to guess. Okay.
I just know songs. Anyways, okay, hold on, one more. Yes.
Okay.
Pero,
Yes, there you go.
meron siyang sariling timbre ng boses. Meron siyang
So, right, timbre?
She has a nice timbre,
ad-lib.
Yes.
Kaya na-impress naman ako. At
I just love her.
gusto ko ring malaman
I'd love to hear
na
something different.
Yeah.
pag binigyan natin siya ng ibang kanta, anong gagawin niya dun sa kanta na yan?
Una-una, sister.
He's so nice, Cheetos.
I love
class.
Chito Miranda.
Okay,
he
so-
is so cool. Also, he comes from such a different pedigree compared to the rest of the panel.
Yep.
Which I think that's why
Big
he's
respect.
such an awesome addition to the panel because he is the live band man, okay, and he is the edge of
music first.
contemporary alternative rock with freaking ideas of hip hop included into the whole idea of parodia ni Edgar. So do you have a really cool
Parokya?
parodia ni Edgar?
Or something like that?
Yeah, sorry, my bad. So
Well, we don't speak the language. Can only
my
guess.
bad. I should try better. Should try harder. So, but you have a really cool, like when the whole of them come to an agreed perspective. It's like, okay, there must be something really cool to work with because it's completely different perspective in music and what they would consider as good and what isn't.
So did she? I'd
Yeah,
imagine
gets
she
through.
passed,
Yeah,
right?
She gets the pass, and I love freaking Gary. More I got the waves.
Why are they
Well, 'cause
using cotillones or whatever the fuck you
it's
call
like
this?
what are they called? Poppers, body poppers.
Yeah, party poopers. But
Oh gosh.
yeah, I don't know what.
Party
So maybe she got congratulations, Idol Philippines. So
It's-
does
it's
she
the
get
ticket.
straight in? She doesn't. No, because usually the tickets cost small. Maybe it's like the golden buzzard kind of thing.
Maybe who knows?
Well, let us know, guys. Also, who is the host of this show? Vale thinks it's Lucas Garcia, but she
From the previous.
you couldn't really see him clearly, so we couldn't really know.
I think it is, but again, let us know what you think and what it is happening.
And also, thanks for watching.
All right, see you in London.
Yeah.